guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fossel-Kajinkasley, and tonight we're watching with you guys Hunter episode 33.
Yes. Last episode was the end of the fight between Hisoka and Castro, and Hisoka won.
Obviously.
Yes, he tricked Castro till the end. He allowed him to cut both of his arms.
Why not?
Because he had someone in the back, someone from the Phantom Troop, apparently. The Phantom Troop. He's part of the troop as a disguise, I think. He's tricking them because he's going after them, but they don't know that. Because the girl was basically saying like, oh, the leader asked us to go there. We have a job to do. So that's how we knew where they were going to be. And that's how he knew so much about the troops. Enough to go to Kurapika and basically say, I have stuff to tell you about who you're looking for. But we freaked out for a bit. We were not so sure that he was not in the troop. So for a moment there, we kind of said, what a coincidence. But no, yeah, his style is trickery, illusions. So he's badass at this. He's a master of illusion. And he won that fight fair and square by just being more intelligent. Nen is such a good power system. You guys were right. Like, it allows you to do so much stuff. And Killua is excited about this. Like, he did not understand a single thing from the fight he saw, but it gave him the motivation to go back to Gon and basically just say, we need to learn a lot more about Nen.
And we're just beginning to taste a little bit of it.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they learned, they didn't even learn all the basics yet. Like, they know how to create their aura and that's it. But they're not masters of it yet. And once they are masters, once they learn how to use it like in their sleep and stuff, they will be able to shape their technique into something that is much more personal to them, like Hisoka did or does with his techniques, because he knows a couple techniques, but what makes it amazing is that he uses them in his own style with trickery and illusion and lies, so he can bring his opponent right where he wants him, and then after that he can predict his movements and his answers to the stuff. So
that's pretty great.
So let's see if we get to see more of their training. I think Gon's 4 months are about over. So let's go. Let's see what they do in this episode. Let's go. You do not mess up with Killua. As Dushi is really impressed by how fast they're doing this, but I mean, don't obsess over this, dude. I mean, Killua is a born genius. He was trained since birth to become an assassin, and he already knows so much. Like, he's been through this, through training. So the concept of learning a new technique is not new to him. It's not crazy difficult for him. Like, he knows how to do this, and he knows how to follow instructions.
And as for Gon, he got massive instinct. Yeah. So he doesn't know how to do it, but he got hunches inside himself that guide him through the training.
He's got talent, natural talent.
Natural talent, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because they learn it faster that they're not gonna face obstacles in the future. Actually, I think maybe the facility, like how easy it is for them to learn this, is actually not going to help them out maybe in the long run. Because you know, when I was in high school, I used to, well, I mean, I was pretty good. Like, I used to go to my exams, and I was the type of student that could study like just a little bit, and I would succeed in my exams. And I know that when I was finishing high school, my teachers, they looked at me, and I had a couple of my friends that were doing the same too, and they basically said, for those of you who have found it really hard during high school, you're going to have your moment to shine when you get to college, because the people that are not used to studying hard for an exam and stuff, when they get to college, they'll face a wall, because when they will actually have to study, they won't have the experience. So they'll be facing a wall. They will faceplant, and never actually happened to me. But still, I get the concept, and it's true. When you never face difficulty, when you never face hardship, the first time it actually happens to you, when it matters, you're gonna be in deep trouble. And Killua, that this is one of his flaws, I think. He's too confident that he can win everything. And every time he faces someone that's stronger than him, or someone he doesn't... Yeah. When he faces, like, people like Hisoka...
Irumi.
Or Irumi, yeah, he doesn't understand their level. And because he's so used to being the best, it's like either he doesn't accept that they're stronger, so he still faces them and he loses, or... he just goes like, I'll never be as strong because I am at my strongest. So he sees them as a completely different group of people that he does not have to go against, and he leaves them. Like he never starts a challenge. I feel like Gon is the contrary.
Killua is a bit of an hypocrite if you think about it, because
if he's not the best, he's nothing.
He doesn't want to challenge himself to do stuff, but is easy for him is to find it boring. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, kind of. Like he's complaining that everything's boring and that the fights that he's getting into are too easy. But when it gets too challenging, he tends to step away.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that's not worth it." Like he did that with the guy that was in charge with the exams. Like he could not beat him, so he got angry and he just left. And he was like, "It's a good thing I left because I would have killed him." And I'm like, "You're seeing yourself way too up there, dude. You're not that strong." At the time, we didn't know, but now we understand how weak he is compared to a lot of other characters. And it's easy to forget that he's not the strongest because he's surrounded by people that are weaker. And he likes that. He likes it like that. He likes to be surrounded by weaker people so he can feel strong. And I think it's something that comes from his family, the way he was raised, because he spent his childhood being told by his mom that you're the best, you're the chosen one, you're going to be like the next, you're the heir, like you're going to be the head of the family in the future. Everyone always puts him up there, like you're the prodigy. So he sees himself as one. So... he doesn't like to be challenged, and he doesn't like to lose, which is both bad for him in the future and very cool for us, because when he gets mad and stuff, he gets this intense. But eventually, he's going to have to face someone that is much stronger than him, and he's going to face that wall, because he's not used to pushing through pain, pushing, and using determination to keep going. He's not used to that at all. So this is going to be difficult for him. When he finds an opponent that is actually worth it, it's going to be interesting. As for Gon, his thing is, it's not similar to Killua at all. It's actually the opposite. He is very used to pushing through, because he started with this idea. And the thing with him is he is really stubborn. He never gives up, which puts him in crazy situations like broken bones and near-death situations. So
yeah, a couple of times.
But he is not used to losing. So when he faces defeat, actual defeat, and he did not plan this, because when he lost that fight against the top guy, like the 2P thingy, he actually knew he was going to lose. He saw this as a learning experience, and he actually learned something. So for him, it wasn't a loss. It was an actual success.
When he does actually lose against an opponent, like Killua, it crushes him. Because he's not used to it.
When he doesn't win, when he doesn't succeed in the personal goals he sets for himself, because we discussed this earlier in an earlier episode, again with the guy in charge of the exam. He knew he was not going to be able to beat him, so he set himself a lesser goal, you know? Get him to use his other arm or his other leg and stuff like that. And he won that one. So he's not dumb. Like, he sees these crazy objectives and he understands he's not ready to win them. So he sets himself, like, smaller goals. And when he doesn't succeed that's when he gets angry. That's when he gets really depressed. His problem is he's in danger of crushing his spirit. Because he's not... I mean, I think some people have said online that he's selfish, kind of. He thinks of himself a lot. Like, I don't think he understands that it's possible that he's not in control of everything and that he cannot stop everyone from doing what they want or everyone from going on their own, following their own destiny. And and facing their own defeats. So he feels like you remember Killua and his brother, he was so mad at that because someone went and said, Killua, you're not his friend. And he's like, who are you to tell him how I feel or how he feels about me and stuff? That was a goal he set for himself, become friends with Killua, and someone was destroying that, so he got really mad. I think it's his problem. If someone messes up with his smaller goals, his spirit gets crushed and he loses his ability to stay calm.
But you guys also said that for Gon, if you're not in his inner circle as a friend,
he doesn't care about you.
Like, if you're someone in trouble or something, he won't do a thing to help you.
We haven't seen enough of him yet to know that or to talk about this. Because, I mean, so far we've seen him in an exam where it's like one against all. So he's not expected to help out. And we have seen him in a tournament where it's one against all. So,
but I think that I can safely say that as for now, Gon is in a mental stage that is you and you're strictly in
he cares about
inner circle.
He cares about his destiny, his friend's destiny, and his end goal.
That's right. He doesn't have the critic mentality to understand.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you compare him,
a bigger issue, or a bigger problem.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. Like, you can clearly see, like his dad, he became a hunter to make sure that. I mean, he probably has other reasons, but from what we learned so far, we know that he wanted the runes to be accessible to everyone. So he became a hunter for others, whereas Gon wants to be a hunter for himself. Which is why every time he messes up, every time something does not go his way, his hate and his disappointment is only going towards himself. He has a hard time seeing past that. Like, oh, if you mess up, it's okay because you're still doing it for the others and the others are still there and they still need help, so you move on. It's something he has to work on. And in a tournament like this, so far it's not that bad, but it's the hardships I see in the future for these two characters. Like, they have to be very careful because, yes, Jushi is like, they're learning really fast and stuff, but eventually they will face that wall. And Killua is going to figure out that he's not perfect, and yes, it's difficult to fight in this world, and yes, there are people way better than him, and he's starting to realize it, but he has not lost yet. So I wonder how he's going to react to this. And Gon, so far his goals that he set for himself, he's managed to reach them all. So eventually, if one of his goals gets stopped, if he gets stopped on his way to one of his goals, he's going to get depressed once again, and it's going to be dangerous for their spirits. So, yeah. In Zushi's case, slower is better. And in their case, yes, faster is great, but their defeat is going to be crushing them.
I think, like you said, that slower is kind of better because even though it took you more time to achieve something, you still get more time to understand it. Really master it, understand how to use it to
I'm not
a perfect level, if I can say that.
In a way, I'm still not complaining because I don't want them to train for like years. But
we still only got 132 episodes.
Actually, I'm not against their way of learning. It's just that it's going to be interesting if they fail eventually because they're used to winning.
I wouldn't be surprised if they fail at some point.
I mean, we've already seen them fail a couple times, but not in a huge way yet. So.
Not in a crushing way.
Anyway, so yeah, he still has enough power. Killua still has enough power to scare the shit out of an opponent. So he's not going to be there for Gon's fight either, I think. So that's one win for both of them. We're going to move on to the next episode and see what happens in this tournament then. This tournament.
Heaven's Arena!
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yeah, so if you want, you can just go down there, click and subscribe. If not, you just need to wait for tomorrow.
Couple of days.
See the next one on YouTube.
Yes.
So see you then, guys.
Check the schedule. See ya. Bye.